History. What does it mean to be a part of history? 1917, 1926, 1971 and 73, 1990, 2001. Pages from the calendar, but they tell just part of the story. Today's 127th Wing Airmen are part of a long blue line of service, Michigan Airmen serving America.
The 127th Wing's history is best traced back through our two flying units, the 107th and the 171st Squadrons. The 107th got its start when a couple of dozen pilots and mechanics, mostly veterans of World War I, started meeting in a garage in Detroit. In May of 1926, this unit became one of the first flying units in the National Guard and the first in Michigan as the 107th Observation Squadron. The 107th operated over the beaches of Normandy during D-Day in World War II, launched combat patrols on September 11, 2001, and was the first F-16 unit to operate in Iraq during the War on Terror.
Across the ramp, the 171st got its start in World War II when it flew fighter escorts of American bombers in daring raids against Nazi Germany. After being assigned to the Michigan Air National Guard following the war, the 171st began flying the F-106 Delta Dart as a fighter interceptor unit in the early 1970s at Selfridge. It was at that time that the squadron picked up the nickname of the Michigan Six-Pack, a name that has stuck with it ever since.
Since those earliest days of canvas-covered aeroplanes, through F-4s and A-7s, C-130s and F-16s, and to our complex missions today, airmen from across the 127th Wing, working in dozens of AFSCs, on and off the flight line, have stood shoulder to shoulder defending our nation, serving our state, and becoming recognized as America's premier military organization. The Wing is a force to be reckoned with, forged with iron and steel, and flying two of America's great aircraft. In the Air Force, we talk about air power with a global reach.
Air power? Yeah, we've got plenty of that. 30 millimeters worth of it, in fact. This is the A-10 Thunderbolt II, and it packs a wallop. The Warthog flies slow, low, and with a purpose, flexing some good old American muscle in support of our nation's ground forces. Don't mess with the hog. And global reach? Well, they don't call it the Stratotanker for nothing. Carrying up to 200,000 pounds of jet fuel, our KC-135s are the tool that projects Michigan air power on a global scale. But the iron on the flight line only tells part of the story.
The 127th Wing is a community, but more than just that. Each member is a citizen airman, donning the uniform and lending their particular skill to the benefit of state and nation. We live by the Air Force core values: integrity first, service before self, excellence in all we do. And we are closing out our first 100 years of Selfridge Air National Guard base by adding some significant pages to the story.
Awards.
In August 2016, the 127th was selected to receive the Spatz Trophy, distinguishing the Wing as the most outstanding flying unit in the entire Air National Guard. Additionally, the 127th was honored to receive the LRS Activity of the Year Award, Airfield Operations Complex of the Year, and the Major John A. Johnson Award for Outstanding, Consistent, and Meritorious Service.
Maintenance.
Thanks to the efforts of the 191st Maintenance Squadron, the KC-135s have a mission-capable rating near 90%, while the 127th Maintenance Group tirelessly supports and sustains a squadron of combat-ready A-10s.
Operations.
Last year, the 127th Wing was the highest op-tempo wing in the Air National Guard, with the 107th Fighter Squadron's A-10s flying nearly 11,000 combat hours and 1,700 sorties while delivering nearly 1,600 precision munitions.
Air refueling.
The 127th Air Refueling Group currently has some of the most heavily tasked tankers in the Air Force, logging 3,900 flying hours last year and more than 700 sorties.
Medical readiness.
The 127th Medical Group administers thousands of immunizations annually and conducts hundreds of physicals every month to ensure the airmen of the wing are medically qualified to deploy worldwide.
Mission support.
The 127th Mission Support Group provides the complex system of personnel, communications, facilities, security, logistics, and other support services needed to ensure activities run smoothly for the wing.
Exercises.
The wing participates regularly in exercises such as Operation Combined Resolve, Sabre Strike, Northern Strike, and Snowbird to prepare for real-world contingencies.
Deployments.
More than 1,000 127th Wing Airmen have deployed since 2015 in support of Operation Inherent Resolve and other contingency operations around the world.
And most sweet of all, homecomings.
As Selfridge Air National Guard Base turns 100 years old next summer, the airmen of the 127th stand poised to not only honor our heritage, but have their eyes firmly focused on the next 100 years, the next century of service to state and nation.
We are Michigan Airmen, 1,700 strong. This is our strength. The 127th Wing. We stand ready.